A machine that stimulates what is called spinal cord memory is training paralysis victims how to stand and walk again. In its first few years of use under the Christopher Reeve Neuro Recovery Network, the device is showing dramatic results. Ed Yates shows us more.
On this machine called TheraStride, quadriplegic Jared Blackman is pushing the envelope. In fact, that's why he chose Utah's nonprofit Neuroworx, one of only 5 U.S. outpatient centers with this equipment, and why he came here from his home in South Africa.
I've seen lots of people rolling here in wheelchairs and walk out, so my goal is just take it one step at a time and get as much movement as I can.
One step at a time was literal for former Skyline High School coach Sam Arashida. Though a quadriplegic 16 months ago, unable to move or talk, he comes in for rehab now, no wheelchair, not even a cane.
The director, Jan, wanted me out of my wheelchair in January, and that happened. And so gradually little things happen, and I've gained a little more strength gradually.
So what's behind this device that became part of the Christopher Reeve Neuro Recovery Network about 7 years ago? When we lean forward and stand and walk, we're firing reflex pattern muscles triggered by our spinal cord memory.
The cells of the spinal cord are set up in a network where they remember those actions according to the sensory input that's going to be given to them.
Using this machine, trained therapists work to re-trigger that memory, to stimulate flexor and extensor surfaces of the lower legs while manually moving Jared as if walking. A third therapist shifts the hip from side to side and slightly rotates the body, as we all do when we walk.
What we're trying to do is tap into the spinal cord network that's already there and tell it, look, we want to keep doing that.
Jared even duplicates swinging the arms in opposite directions, again an unconscious pattern when we walk. The message to the spinal cord memory?
So here's the sensory input. Figure out how to make it work, how to make it work, how to make these reflex responses stand, step, and walk.
It doesn't work for all paralysis victims. How far will former Marine Jan Thomas here go in his rehab? Hard to tell at this early stage. Jared doesn't know what will happen to him, but for now?
Yeah, the sensation, I have pins and needles in my legs, and each time it takes a step, it kind of shoots a jolt to pins and needles, just a stronger jolt. Yeah, and then I guess it feels pretty good. Yeah, my goal is to eventually walk one day.
So have we underestimated the plasticity of the nervous system? Can it reconfigure in ways we don't fully understand? For Neuroworx, co-owners Jan Black and Don Hull, regardless of outcome, these folks are breaking new ground. Ed Yates, KSL 5 News.
Well, the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation will be in Salt Lake City this Thursday night, July 14th, to talk about its work and the latest research on paralysis. That's at Little America, and it is open to the public.